you have a history with Buff Bagwell. We talked about it previously
Yeah.
when you're on. I had him on the show in January. He looks great. He sounds great. I mean, he just looks like a new man. I hear he's doing very well. Do you have any contact with Buff at
I
all?
do. Actually, he just changed his cell phone number, so I sent him a text a few weeks ago just to see how he was doing, just touch base with him because I saw him a couple weeks prior to that at a show. They had a thing up here in Rome, Georgia. So me and Neil Pruitt, which was the voice of the NWO, the old producer of Nitro and stuff. So we drove up there, and this was the first time I talked to Buff after the incident I had with him. With it was on the internet. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, where we almost got in a fight. Excuse me. And he was super cool, man. And he was sober, and you could tell he was sober, and he was a totally different person. So, we hugged each other, and I told him I really genuinely cared about him. And I'm glad he, got his life turned around. And I told him if he ever need anything, maybe me and him go out and get a coffee. I'd take him to dinner some night. And we left on great terms, and we've been, good terms ever since. So, I'm happy that didn't escalate and get worse. And, I'm happy we made amends. And it just teaches you that, everybody can change, and, circumstances cause some things. And you know how the wrestling business is, man. It's a lot of ego sometimes. And sometimes you do have to be selfish. And well, I say sometimes, but in the wrestling business, you got to be selfish. I mean, whether you like it or not, or that's just a fact of the business. And that's probably why I didn't do that well in the business, because I wasn't really that guy to be selfish. And like you and Crowbar, which Crowbar's done well in the business, and he's one of the nicest guys, and Haku is too, but he'd whoop your ass too in the same sentence. But and I mean, not that I was a pushover, but I wasn't made for the wrestling business or the entertainment business, period. Just because I'm not a backstabber, and some people might say otherwise, but I know the truth, and it just the business sometimes makes good guys to stab people in the back because that's what they want to do, and that's their dream, and that's the kind of thing you can expect in the wrestling business.
Haku previously. You mentioned Haku before we clicked record. You guys were supposed to work together. You did work together.
Yeah,
I don't
we did a
remember
few.
that.
Yeah, we did some tag team matches. We actually wrestled Chronic. Of course, they went over, but yeah, and we were actually doing a program where on the one Nitro, Scotty Steiner beats me up, slams me in the ground, and picks up a 4x4 and drops it on my chest. So then Mean comes over and picks it up and gets it off me. And we had a pretty good little thing. We did a thing with Terry Funk when they were doing hardcore stuff, and I come out like for Christmas, and then I tried to save Ming, and then Terry Funk hit me with a chair, and we did some stuff like that. So. And then I actually won a cruiserweight tournament over in England when we were over in England, and I beat Kidman, Rey Mysterio, Chavo Guerrero, Lash LaRue, Alex Skipper, and all these guys in the cruiserweight match to win a title to wrestle Mike Sanders for the cruiserweight belt. And then when I won that, I didn't know this, but Ming come out after the match I won, picks me up over his shoulder and carries like a rag doll, throws me up on his shoulder and walks around the ring like I'm a damn rag doll. And he did that on his own because he's a great dude, and I always got along with him great, man. And he honestly, he's one of the nicest guys in the wrestling business, in the history of the wrestling business. So yeah, it sucked. I wish we could have done some more with that. We did a little bit with it, and he used to walk me and Paige to the ring a lot of times and stuff, and it was really cool working with him, man, because in my eyes, he's a legend in the business, and it was awesome to get to work with him.
Remember this. I don't remember you. I'm gonna go check it out on YouTube. And plus, Ming's your partner. You're gonna be pretty safe in the ring, no matter who you're working with.
Yeah, exactly. But I never really had that trouble in wrestling because guys knew that that I was there to work hard, and they knew I was gonna do whatever they needed to do to make them look good, and make myself look good. And when you work together, everybody looks better. You know what I mean?